Fantastic. So let's dive right in. What does too much sugar do to the brain?
Well, Cindy, when it comes to our health, sugar is something that we need to be aware of. When we consume excessive amounts of sugar, it can lead to a spike in blood sugar levels, followed by a crash. While our bodies do need sugar in small doses for energy, too much sugar can have serious consequences. Not only can it lead to a host of physical problems, it can also have a significant negative impact on our brains, psychologically and physically. Consuming too much sugar can lead to a decrease in cognitive functioning, and since high sugar intake increases the risk of insulin resistance, this can make it harder for the brain to use and process glucose, which is essential for memory and learning. This can lead to mental fatigue, difficulty focusing, and even an inability to remember information. What's more, research has also shown that consistently high sugar intake can also lead to an increased risk of developing depression and anxiety.
Wow. Who would have known that sugar increases the risk of developing depression or anxiety?
This is because sugar has been known to alter the levels of certain neurotransmitters in the brain, specifically those associated with mood regulation. According to studies, people who ate more foods high in sugar reported higher levels of depression and anxiety.
Neurotransmitters. Could you please explain what these are and their function for our listeners, please, Melissa?
Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that enable nerve cells or neurons to communicate with one another. They help transmit signals from one neuron to the next in a process known as synaptic transmission. Without neurotransmitters, our body would be like a broken computer. It simply won't work.
When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense.
Neurotransmitters are essential for communication between neurons, which is the foundation of all bodily functions. For example, serotonin, a type of neurotransmitter, is responsible for regulating mood and emotions.
So low serotonin equates to low moods.
It helps us to be happy and focused on tasks at hand. In fact, many of the things we experience on a day-to-day basis, such as facial expressions, memory recalls, and emotions, are all controlled by neurotransmitters. They facilitate communication between the brain and various organs and tissues throughout the body in order for our bodies to function properly.